It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Yeah, trauma is serious.
For black men, all these niggas is gangsters running around talking this street shit. Straight trauma, nigga.
Went through a lot.
Been through hell, nigga.
100%.
You get them niggas will cry, be on the side of the building crying their heart out.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Hey man, make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Man, we got Mike Epps. He stepped on the podcast with Jim Jones and he had some stuff to say about young black men celebrating coming home from prison. Man, let's take a look at it.
You know, because you know, and that's what they do for our youth. We have to start targeting and gearing, celebrating those journeys. Those are the wrong journeys to celebrate, young men. There's no reward for coming home after 30 years. You don't get no fucking care package, nigga. You are a failure. Get your ass out here and help these kids, nigga. Pay that back forward. You see what I'm saying? That's the reward. I got niggas all the time come straight home. If I don't do what they want me to do for them, I'm a sellout. I'm a sucker-ass nigga.
Right.
I done did the whole bit with them. I done been to Walmart 100 times, paying and meeting guards, doing all kind of shit I ain't supposed to be doing, fucking with you, nigga. But
as soon as you say no one time,
they done forgot about the other 99 times you said yes. You know?
that's the cold thing.
I got a buddy right now, man, you know, hurt my feelings that he sends all these different messages out saying shit about me. I done been there for this nigga 100 times, you know, 100 times, man. And he sends, every time I see somebody, they saying he's saying the. So I start telling the motherfuckers who tell me that, what did you say, nigga, when he told you?
In that first clip, Mike Epps talks about the harsh realities of dealing with friends and family that are in prison. Sometimes, you know, you got to throw them a 20 every now and then. But the truth is, you know, you're not the reason that they're in that situation, but you would want somebody to look out for you if you were in that situation. In another part of that clip, he talks about not celebrating people that come home from prison. Now, I think we should celebrate people coming home from prison, but I don't think that we should make it a thing that it's good to go to prison so you could come home and get a celebration. Because you don't really want to celebrate somebody committing a crime that may have hurt someone and took away somebody from their family, which they can't get back, but you can get them back. So it's not really a separation, but yes, you do need to speak to the youth and tell them that just because I came home, I'm a lucky one. You got to be like, it's more to it than just what Mike Epps said. And obviously, people took it out of context. Let's get to his apology.
What's up, y'all? It's your man, Mike Epps, man. I just want to get on here and clarify and clear a few things up. Number one, about the brothers coming home from prison being celebrated. I've always been a part of reform. I got brothers right now from my hometown that I'm trying to help come home. They've been in prison forever. I think you guys might have misunderstood what I was saying. I might have said it the wrong way, but what I was trying to say is we don't want to send kids mixed messages about coming home from prison, being celebrated, you know, feeling like you got to go to prison and do 30, 40 years to be celebrated. I think you guys misunderstood that, you know, misunderstood what I said. Wasn't saying that it was wrong to be celebrated, but we don't want to send a message to the kids saying prison is great, that you want to go home, go do 30 years and come home. You know, I don't think that's cool. So I'm sorry if anybody took it the wrong way and got offended. I love my brothers. I've been incarcerated myself. I understand what that is, but I might have said it the wrong way, but I mean well. And I love you, brothers. Free my brothers that's coming home. My man Derek, free all the guys that's coming home, man. And about the food stamp thing. The food stamp thing was misunderstood too. What I was saying is that we need to break the cycle of being on food stamps. There's 3 generations of people that have been on food stamps. Of grandmother, mother, and daughter. That's crazy. We gotta do better. We can't think that we need assistance. I know there's some people out there that need assistance. That's well, fine, and understood. But there's people out there taking advantage of the system that's not good. So just want to apologize if I offended anybody. You know I love y'all, man, and keep on doing the right thing. Peace.
Now, I'm all for apologizing when you say or do something wrong, but I don't think Mike Epps did anything wrong in this. And I really hate when some people take back their apologies, especially just because someone else got it misconstrued, when most of us got the message. So, Mike Epps, I think you should have stood on business on this one. You said what you said, and sometimes what you say is not always wrong, but even if you say it wrong, you got the right message. And if somebody don't like it, fuck them. I mean, for real. We don't need to be celebrating people coming home from jail. We need to celebrate the life that we get somebody back.
So there's this topic that Mike Epps introduced saying that people that's getting out of prison should not be celebrated. But he just doubled back and said that, he doesn't think, people that come home should have some type of celebration, but you don't want to send the wrong message to kids. Like you got to go do a bid to get some type of love and joy. I want to double back and say that I've seen a lot of people, especially in my family, come home to love, opportunity, chance, a crib, free rent, whatever. But somebody that's 18, 19 trying to figure it out needs to get out the house and figure it out on their own. The kids that graduated might get $100, a new pair of shoes, but nobody's investing into their future. But a man that's just been in the pen 5-10 years, y'all done put money on his books every month. Y'all were sending care packages every month. He comes home, y'all have it all laid out for him so that he can build something. But people that are out here fighting for their lives can't get that same support, love, and family. That's the other side of things that I pay attention to. I have a lot of homeboys that when they come home, I'm going to celebrate them for obvious reasons. I miss them. They've missed a lot of life. They deserve to be able to catch up. But I also pour into people that are in my everyday life. I also do things for people and try to give them a step to step on so they can get over a certain hurdle, a certain problem or obstacle in their life. So I do agree with Mike Epps, because I was seeing BLUEFACE had said something about it too. Like, you gotta watch what you say because you don't know everybody's journey in life. True. But I prefer the niggas that come home from prison reform and use that to go mentor other young dudes on what not to do, instead of trying to kick gang and prison culture like, oh, it was nothing, you could do it again, you did it down to the like, you're institutionalized. When you live civilian life, you realize people out here should be celebrated just as much as people that made a mistake. People out here should get the same support and love. People should be celebrated for every milestone and not just getting out of prison. You know what I mean?
Backlash that Mike Epps just received was slightly unfounded, because in a lot of scenarios, I see a lot of young people come home from college or the military, and they often do not get these same coming home celebrations that I see for these young men that are in jail. And I think that the community has been asking for men to step up and be an example. And when they do step up, we have a habit of giving them a lot of pushback because we actually don't like to be held accountable for our actions. I think he was talking about it in the context of celebrating bad behavior. And a lot of times, regardless what the person goes to jail for, the community will still rally behind them because there's a lot of sympathy about men who go to jail, because we know that the odds are stacked against us. But it's about time that we as a community start shunning people that are a constant nuisance, that do behaviors that are intolerable. If you are unaliving people, if you are committing assault, if you are a detriment to your community, no, we're not going to celebrate your behavior. That was his point. And I think that people were using willful ignorance. You guys don't want to hear the truth. You want to be pacified. You want to be baby. Yes, systematic racism does affect a lot of things, but also your behavior does as well.
Okay, Mike Epps, I ain't gonna lie, when I seen that video saying that,
where's my controller at?
I knew it was gonna be taken wrong. Just because, people are living a certain lifestyle, and
It's not working.
I would be equivalent to somebody coming out and saying we shouldn't celebrate somebody who's on stage telling jokes.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They should go to school.
Excuse me.
They should go to school and go to college and be bigger and better. We shouldn't celebrate nobody on stage
What? What the fuck?
telling jokes. That's clown you know?
I was girl was also well.
I could be misconstrued as well, you know, so I think you went left, you know, people's lifestyles,
2, 1,
you know.
go.
You can't really speak on people's lifestyles, man. Anybody coming home and did things the right way and kept it solid should definitely be celebrated. If you can get on stage and tell jokes, no one man has enough power to speak on other lifestyles, you know. However people living, if they keeping it solid to
Bro, what the fuck is you even talking about, bro?
to that, I think Mike Epps, I think you should just stay in your place, brother. You shouldn't even speak on that type of lifestyle because you're not living that type of lifestyle. So, like I said, the best way for me to help you understand is coming out and saying, yo, I don't think we should celebrate comedians. They just tell jokes all day. They're very uneducated. They're very class clowns. You know, they've been a problem in school, so.
Woo! What the fuck? Motherfucker, you better check your goddamn.
We shouldn't celebrate them because they're funny. You'll be offended by that, right? So imagine somebody living a lifestyle that comes with jail, prison, and they come home and they should be celebrated because that ultimately what makes them want to be free and do better. So I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, they ain't gonna with that, you know? Real ain't gonna with that game.
What I was trying to say is we don't want to send kids mixed messages about.
I understand your message, brother. You don't want to glorify. I agree. We shouldn't glorify, but we should glorify change. We should glorify people staying true to themselves. So, say, not to just keep it about jail shit. In 2026, it's so fake right now. We need the truth to be more evident. So, for example, comedians, y'all tell jokes all day. It would be crazy if you couldn't take a joke, right? You wouldn't be true to yourself if you tell jokes, talk about all day, but you can't take them.
Now, I don't know who invited BLUEFACE into this conversation, but just because he got out of jail for doing a 2-year bid, he ain't qualified to even speak on this. Like, bro, you just, you spent half of your life in a good community and a good school, then your stupid ass go to prison and tattoo your face because you did something dumb. See, you shouldn't be celebrated for going to jail for what you did, shooting at somebody in Las Vegas. Bro, you supposed to be a millionaire. You don't supposed to be shooting at somebody. Somebody else supposed to be doing the dirty work. But of course, you too stupid. You the person that we should not be celebrating coming home from jail. And this is Mike Epps' perfect example of why we shouldn't celebrate people coming home from jail. He talking about if you ain't living that life. What you mean living that life? The only people that's living that life is the people that get caught and go to jail. The people who is at home, they don't want no part of that life. They not out there committing crimes. That's why they at home. That's why they able to send people money in jail. Do they want to help you every month? No. Because listen, if you commit a crime, no matter if you robbing a bank or you selling drugs, whatever it is, you might as well go get a job and work minimum wage because the same amount of money that you going to get, you could have made triple that if you would have just worked at McDonald's. That's why we shouldn't celebrate that stupid stuff, BLUEFACE, you freaking idiot. They like this. I don't know. Like, I don't even know why we taking advice from a New York City subway. You know what I'm saying? Like, this food is tatted up, looking like one of them goddamn birds that you could ride on, that you could get back in the day. He looked like somebody's Crayola project. Man, get out of here. Like, what bet did you have to lose to put an MLB baseball logo on your face. That might be the stupidest tattoo I've seen. Like even 6ix9ine, like 6ix9ine got better tattoos than you. I've been to prison before, and I've seen how they give prison tattoos. Your whole face look like a prison tattoo. Like nothing professional about it. You paid about 6 soups. That's approximately $3 in in tattoos. Like that shit is horrible, bro. And then this is the exact reason why we shouldn't celebrate it, because of stupid people like you. Okay, we're not celebrating every stupid person that go to prison, because why is stupid. It's only a few people that can get celebrated who come home from prison. Those who went to prison, who was taking care of their kids before they was in prison, who took care of their kids while they was in prison, and took care of their kids outside of prison. Those who give back, those who can and have the means to. Every stupid individual that go to prison don't need a damn celebration, because it's not nothing to celebrate.